First blood spills. I demand more.
Alchemist is probably going to die a couple times, but make sure that he can catch up in the mid-game. And who's going to ruin your mid-game? It is going to be SkyLark.
Oh, these stuns are so important. Can SkyLark land the big impale leading into the arrow? They're going to be able to get the telekinesis onto the Alchemist, tossing him into the Batrider. The arrow's going to clean out Whiff, and they've already brought Spartan low enough. They're going to be able to get the first blood. Madara is now stunned up by a Burrow Strike and surrounded by 4 heroes. That's going to be a second one down. LFY. Okay, a fight over the boundary rune. Sure, you can go ahead and have that one, Madara, but
on the bottom lane, Madara getting blocked out by Yao.
They might be able to get him again. He's going to open wounds, try and slow down the body blocking, gets into the trees, but Zhao Weight's going to try and pursue out, eats through a little bit, gets one last kill. He does get it, and now he's going to try and fly himself away. Spartan with only physical damage in his array cannot put a stop to that. A third kill going to LFY in this game 3. Not looking good for Finem here, as LFY are taking quite the lead when it comes to the laning phase. They do have an Alchemist that's going to kind of boost numbers quite a bit. Oh, there goes the first OD imprisonment into the arrow. It is going to be on point here. Looks like this could be a first kill for Finem. They're going to jump in, increase that attack speed, trying to finish off Super. They'll be able to get that kill. DDC as a support can't really do much with the silencer.
Much needed kill for them. And LFY, their goalie is not really that great, all things considered, and maybe next time has done a great job of slowing down the neutraling. And Xiao 8 will run into Spartan. He's in a lot of trouble.
He does have telekinesis, and the arrow is also here. It will nail Xiao 8 with, oh, nice interception there. Yao's going to be able to get the Burrow Strike onto Madara, but it doesn't seem to be enough. The open wounds on Xiao 8, that stun just lasted too long. And Finem strike once again. As soon as we start saying bad things about their laning phase, they show us what's up. They get a couple of ganks in and start altering their fate.
Yeah, maybe next time it has to do the work in the early game, be around, just constantly threaten this Alchemist. He's a little bit scared. Arrow goes out in mid. It will be dodged, and Super does have an invisibility rune.
A full assault coming into the bottom lane. They have the silencer wrapping around here. They're going to try and lead off onto the Lifestealer. Lifestealer's going to be chased down. He doesn't actually have the mana. Unfortunately, he does have base boots. Telekinesis will also be able to buy him a bit of space. Yao doesn't have the mana to be able to work with either. Slowly but surely taken down. It looks like the Caustic Finale. Is that going to be enough? 6 HP. That's all the Madara has. They will manage to get the Rubik. Yao's going to go down, though, in return. SkyLark does manage to help get that one. Arrow. Oh, maybe next time. He keeps on feeling these arrows, and he's just barely off the mark. Maybe they can still catch up, though. Or maybe not. They actually have no lead for 15 seconds. SkyLark, if he lands this impale, he got him. Now they can actually close the distance and will manage to get the kill.
And they had vision up there too. They had a high ground observer ward, and that arrow, very predictable, but it was right at the corner. He did not want to run into SkyLark at that moment. And
arrow comes out. Super is hasted.
He's low, and he's not level 6 yet. Just 1 or 2 more creeps today.
I mean, it was a great idea, right? LFY came forward with this aggressive maneuver, tried to create space. Oh, nice play of the Caustic Finale. SkyLark, what a genius. He sees the Caustic Finale about to go down right as the Sand King right-clicks the creep. He pops the Spike Carapace from Invis, instantly stunning Yao, and managed to line that up nicely with an impale. Covering the retreat potentially. He's going to cut off the creep wave and bring it into the neutrals. Now, Rubik actually thinks they can pull this on off. He's going to try and cut off the Batrider, get a telekinesis Burrow Strike combination, but can't quite reach it.
But look at End. He already started on Roshan, knowing that without the creep wave, they have to venture into this area alone. And he, with his Mask of Madness, is already at 75%.
Oh, that's going to nail End. That's real bad because already Finem has started making the rotations.
And the Fury Swipe stacks are off. This is
SkyLark's going to be able to come in. They already have the Infest Bomb. Fortunately, Yao is going to be able to intercept that, allowing End to be able to get away, but it's going to cost Yao his life, it seems. The Sandstorm is just not enough. 2 down from LFY. Fortunately, Roshan is not low enough for Finem to intercept. But that is the second go at stopping LFY in their game plan of being able to achieve an early Aegis.
Oh, and the arrow scouts out this large Ancient stack, and a lot of experience will be going the way of Finem, while the Acid Spray takes a little bit for Super. And Xiao 8 also trying to absorb a little bit of experience on his own. And currently, Finem are losing the war battle over there, but they have so many heroes over there that Ursa just does not dare venture into the Roche Pit.
Whew, look at that. That net worth. Finem are actually up 2K.
On Thug, if he connects with an Astral, it could be the end. But LFY, they actually have global
strike already up. They're going to be able to catch. Oh no, the missed impale from SkyLark. He still managed to get away, it looks like. The arrow comes out. Ursa holds, but actually nails Zhao Wei. They're going to be able to translate a kill onto Yao into a kill on Zhao Wei as well. And Finem locking down the Roshan. They are giving absolutely no holes in their game plan when it comes to defending this bottom lane. Now, a rotation out from Finem up to the top lane. Thug is going to be able to get the imprisonment. Ruben's going to be able to follow that one up. The full force of Finem is here, but no! A global silence is forced, at least.
Definitely worth it. 4 TPs for a global silence, and he sees 4 heroes up there, and he immediately goes to
this time around.
They're pinging so crazily.
He's licensed up to these arrow plays. He's going to put himself behind Roshan.
Maybe next time he's in there alone. Xiao 8 hot on his trail looking for the lasso.
Maybe next time he's going to try and leave himself away. Xiao 8 hot on his trail, but it looks like they've given enough space for this Ursa to be able to finish up Roshan finally. The arrow comes out, not going to land on anybody. Ruben comes forward and actually going to be tagged by Yao. There is an imprisonment save. Madara is going to try and slow down Yao. They actually push forward, trying to get the impale. They land it. That'll be a kill. LFY. They have an Aegis. They're ready to go. Zhao Wei kind of baiting things out. And, yeah, it actually doesn't blink forward. Misses the clap. Now he's going to be burrow struck up. Impaled as well. They still have a telekinesis. Bye-bye Aegis. And maybe bye-bye Zhao Wei as well. SkyLark managed to hold him up with the spike carapace. A blink away by N will allow him to escape from that precarious position, but Zhao Wei will not be as lucky.
Spartan is just in the right place at the right time. Ursa was counting on that lasso to connect in order to be able to hit the Marana, but he just lifted him right at that precise moment that Ursa was committing.
They immediately set up, they get a kill in bottom lane, and then bam, they TP up to the top lane with this Infest combination. This time around, Super, I don't think you're going to be able to escape. Even with the global silence, an arrow will nail him, finishing him off. Maybe next time, claims the head of the Alchemist.
So much unreliable gold lost there too. He's already picked up his Radiance recipe because he probably
stops that impale, and the whole entire gank goes awry because of that.
Yeah, they need.
So that may be a bit of lost vision for Finem, but they are going to try and play into this top lane. I think they know about the Nyx Assassin.
Dire has used scan, it will hit red.
Yeah, but they don't have any counter vision up. There's only the silencer with counter wards down. So unless SkyLark runs into this, which he is right now, they're going to be able to jump into him, and all of a sudden he's carrying this payload. Madara is saying, what the hell did you get me into, SkyLark? He rages himself up, but he can't really TP out fast enough. Zhao Wei is there with the lasso ready to go. Moonlight Shadow comes out. Arrow does nail N. They are going to throw out the unstable concoction. That'll catch Madara in the end. They'll be able to get the burrow strike, but an imprisonment is there. Can Finem actually save this hero, though? They're going to try. SkyLark already buying back. They manage to get the last one to Madara. They do manage to finish up, and in return, N's going to be picked up at a telekinesis and brought down. Now on the side, nailed by the arrow. Burrow strike picked up by Spartan. Double bounce around. It's a bouncing ball. Sand King up and down, but he falls in the end. 15-6 now. Finem with that buyback, and the plays from their OD do manage to turn that whole entire chase to their favor.
Defensive Astro just ruins ganks like that, and
worth that exchange. Bottom lane, we already see a pickup on Zhao Wei. Skylark manages to catch him with the spike carapace into the fly. Batrider does pick up his blink dagger, though. A little bit of a silver lining in this. He may still be caught. He has an infest, and they have that tier 1 tower up. So if he rages, if he infests, but he's not fast enough for either one. Does manage to get the lasso, and with that Ursa just bullying him down. No opportunity for counterplay from Finem.
This is where Finem is. They're way in deep.
Oh, they're going to be able to catch him already. Leading with the telekinesis. Global silence goes down, though, and N will have his opportunity to pop the enrage, but it is blown. Thug also pops his BKB, anticipating some action. Arrow misses, but N is still dead. Finem secured that kill 100% with the BKB usage, stopping N from being able to get away during his enrage. Global silence now being countered by Finem.
And they just...
This initiation is so key for LFY. They've got that blink dagger for Yao, but the blink first comes out. They manage to get the telekinesis into the arrow, into the pullback. Now the episode comes through. A 2-man burrow strike. Did he just manage to turn this one around? Yao's going to be brought low. Sandstorm's up. He's actually living, and the rest of Finem are on the retreat. They've lost their ages, and LFY, they have the Ursa up in just a moment. Can they actually catch this hero? They will. Burrow striking him up, slowing him down. He pops the rage, but here comes the Ursa. He manages to almost get that life stealer. He infests inside. Beautiful play.
Yeah, that would have been such a much different fight if he didn't. It also gets him out of the global silence, and it can counter the Batrider initiation before the BKB.
Oh man, each time they are actually trying to stop these pushes. They are still going to contest here. Jump forward. Spartan is going to be the target, but a BKB comes out from Thug. Couldn't actually save it, but he's targeted by Zhao Wei. But this lasso is just going to be the death of Zhao Wei. It is the rest of LFY trying back out, but Super stunned himself with the unstable concoction. A stolen acid spray will allow them to easily clean up that kill. A third one picked up by maybe next time in a dominating spree. 21-11, and finally Finem They couldn't really seem to
SkyLark
get the
might
wheels
die.
rolling, but maybe try to play a little bit more like a sacrificial role, just trying to jump in, lasso, and allow the rest of his teammates to escape. But unfortunately, Super with that unstable. Presumably, though, when it comes to a high ground defense, Madara is going to be way out in front, right? The OD will be far enough back that he shouldn't be caught. They're actually going to just straight up initiate onto Madara as he goes into the high ground, force him to a rage, and will manage to grab him with the lasso. The pullback, Firefly not being used because they didn't want to stop by Spike Carapace. Madara is now all the way back behind the tier 4 towers, has to manta himself in order to get away with the help of the Moonlight Shadow. They will lose both the Rubik and the Nyx Assassin with this Lifestealer almost going down. It's a little bit of curse. In fact, he's being chased still by the Alchemist, but Finem might be able to make the initiation too. They're all smoked up in the background. It's going to wear out though.
And look for the arrow by, on the back line.
There's a jump forward. They actually managed to blow up the Rubik immediately. Now Yao's going to be targeted with the Dagon, but does manage to force himself over the cliff. Thug comes forward. They do manage to get that kill. The Aegis is gone for the Lifestealer as well. He's going to come back. And LFY are not going to fight just yet. Yule Scepter into an arrow here. It's going to come a little bit late, but it'll end instead. They actually try and go for Super, now turn on end, but he pops the Enrage. He'll be okay. The two Lifesteal Illusions will be the target of an unstable concoction. While the rest of Finem focus on that melee Rax. LFY forced back to the fountain, will concede this melee Rax for now.
And the range looks like will fall. Finem have to play very, very safely.
Oh, Spartan's not going to make it out. That TP almost complete, but Yao catches him first. So that will be a pick-off. That smoke, and it's for a 5-position Rubik. They actually going to try and save him. Look at him. Thug's coming forward with the imprisonment, but now he just gives himself up. He pulls himself into 5 members of LFY. A global silence goes down because they expect so much more. Madara will be forced into a manta and starts running himself away. Can he actually be caught here? LFY give up on the chase. 5 members of LFY sitting around the Ancients. Now, they don't know this. We, of course, know it's not going to be another 2 minutes, but this staging may boil into a break. They actually get the initiation. Telekinesis onto the Bat Rider, try and get a jump first onto him. That's going to be Sand King inside the pit down, but at the same time, Lifestealer, he's on the wrong side of a cliff. He will be saved by imprisonment. He's going to be able to come back out. He has a vest ready to go. He does manage to turn. He's going to fight up to the end. They manage to steal the lasso. They're going to be able to pop him. Abyssal Blade goes down. A 4-stab manages to save up Madara on the left-hand side. An imprisonment from the OD buys himself time, is now in an unstable concocted. Super will go down. Once again, he dies to his own stun. 4 down from LFY, a buyback only on the Alchemist.
That fight could have gone so close either way. Thug, I think, made the big plays. The camera was on the right side, but I was watching Thug the entire time on the left side. Firstly, he had the defensive Astro on a Lifestealer. He was about to die. He had no rage. There was no one close to him to infest. And then he baited them out. They didn't realize that the cheese was on him, and they committed so much to him. And then on top of that, he made Super stun himself with an unstable concoction towards the end of the fight. Masterfully played by the Outworld Devourer.
And this is looking like a second lane of Rax. 10 seconds till the Bat Rider, but no lasso for 13. Alchemist is actually going to try and charge forward. They go straight for the OD, and they manage to snag Thug. They're going to be able to bring him down. The sun comes out for the Impale. They manage to catch N and has to pop his own BKB. Nice double stun from Yao. That'll stun up Madara, but they still manage to get a good silence on the Super. Xiao Wei dropping low. Maybe next time comes in, finish him off. The nukes are there. Super battling it up, and Epicenter comes in. Madara still rage. He didn't hit the stun, and in fast pop out, unstable concoction, arrow blocked in. Maybe next time jump forward. They finish off Yao. A push forward. Super stuck in the trees. His impale is down. LFY are gone. Game 3 is finished for the taking.
Damn, Spartan is so happy. And this was by far the best performance that I've seen from him on the main stage on that Rubik. He was the first person to telekinesis Xiao 8, the leader of LFY, and the last of the Chinese have fallen.
The analysts looked at Finem. They said this could be their tournament to make a strong showing. And Finem indeed, till the end. Finem head to the last day.
And tomorrow they will square off against DC, but now they can revel in their victory. They're so happy.
You said that last fight was so close. There were so many elements in the draft that came in, both game 1 and game 2. Oh, Spartan.
It's another thing completely when you know, he's usually pretty happy, but imagine when you're happy and you played very, very well in the game. Oh, man.
LGD don't even know what's happening.
It looks like Spartan lost.
It does. He put everything he had into that game, as did the rest of Finem.
And they've come so far from qualifier team to top 4.
From a team, London Conspiracy, from a Greek squad, from a country that really wasn't represented in Dota.
It was not enough.